Okay, our defense came to play tonight. That was by far our best game of the year. Basically had a shutout and really limited Vandy to not much at all. So obviously our defense was a big reason we won the game. And offense sputtered around most of the game, had a bunch of penalties after some good plays here and there. So anyway, I'm glad we had a good defense tonight because the offense did very little. Just a lot of bad plays, interceptions, and this, that, and the other. Stephen had a tough night, and so forth. And Marcus didn't get much. Got 85 yards, had one big run. We had a screen pass and hit a jump ball, but we can't hit much. We just can't hit much right now. But gotta have hopes we can hit something in the future. So anyway, we'll see how it goes this week in practice and try to get some guys ready to play. Really disappointed in all the downfield penalties, holding penalties, the offensive line, receivers after some good games. So really a poorly coached offense tonight out there representing the Gamecocks. So I apologize to Gamecock fans for such a putrid offensive performance, but we won the game and really proud of our defensive team. They all played super, and we had a good solid plan, and the guys executed it well. And they had fun playing football tonight, so that was encouraging. So anyway, that's the way it turned out. Any questions on anything?
Steve, with the offense doing what it's doing, is it maybe time to look at the Wildcat a little more often?
Yeah, we put Bruce in there. Did you see that play? Did you see it? Yeah, it went right through his hands, and he picked it up and lost about 15 yards. And so that was a smart move, wasn't it? All right, next question.
Coach, do we have a quarterback controversy again, or?
We've never had a controversy.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm not going to say anything bad about Stephen. Stephen is actually trying the best he can. He is trying the best he can, and that's all as a coach you can ever ask a person to do. We came out throwing a little bit there early and hit a few here and there, and he just missed a guy down the middle. I don't know if y'all can see the patterns up top, but he just didn't look for a guy, and then he got, and then after that he came. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. He's doing the best he can. That's all we can ever say for any of our players. But it was a tough night for Marcus too. They stuffed him up pretty doggone good in there. He made some great 2-yard runs. We didn't block very well. Coach Elliott, I know, was a little upset with his O-line. I think Vandy's O-line, the D-line, got the best of us, and we couldn't knock them backwards a lick. So it was two pretty good defenses playing, I guess, and 0 for 2 on 4th and inches twice. Fortunately, we had a great defense tonight. Okay.
Coach, what did the defense work on this week that was effective tonight, and who got the game ball for the defense?
Well, we gave Coach Johnson one. Coach Johnson had a good, solid plan with, I think, only one bad call there at the end. We had a 0 blitz on that 3rd and 9 that the guy called. That was the only time I think we did that. I think he just wanted to look at it and see what happened. But other than that, we just played solid, sound defense and put the guys in position, let them play, and they played well, played very well, tackled well. Vandy's not a great offense. We knew that coming in, but to hold them to 5 first downs and what was their total yards? About 100? 77. That's and that last pass was about 30, wasn't it? That was a super defensive game, no matter who we're playing. Yeah, Coach Johnson and all the coaches had an excellent game. Clowney got a game ball. I think he caused a fumble that Antonio scooped up and fumbled to Melvin. Melvin made a nice recovery in the end zone, got his hands on it, did it the way we coach it up. That's why we do that fumble recovery drill. Man, it paid off right there. A lot of times those guys dive on it and scoot it out the end zone. If that would have had occurred, it would have been their ball on the 20-yard line. So that obviously was a huge play in the game, the way our offense was sputtering around. But we'll regroup, see if we can get some ball plays ready for Auburn next week, and we're winning and not playing at the top of our game. Hopefully we have the top of our game. We've still got some games to play, see if we can get to high-level performance.
Steve, will Steven start next week, or is that decision not
I don't know,
made?
Josh. I don't know. We'll put whoever out there we can to help us win the game. Okay? I don't know. He probably will, just the way we're looking at things now. But you know, if some of those other guys look great in practice, yeah, I'd put them in there. If they looked like they were ready to play, shoot, we'd put them in there. But they haven't really impressed us all that much in practice. So you know, as a coach, you just put whoever out there you think's got the best chance to help you win the game. So we'll see how it goes.
Steve, just talk a little bit about Melvin Ingram again, continuing to make big plays for you.
Yeah, Melvin was on the spot there, no question about it, on the fumble recovery. And he seems to be around the ball. And Antonio's around the ball. Gee, those two guys, they combined for that play. It's sort of neat because they're the ones been making the interceptions and the picks and this, that, and the other all year anyway.
Coach, can you talk about the differentials and third down conversions tonight?
Mm-hmm. Well, I was amazed we made 10. I didn't feel like we made that many, but I guess we did somehow or another. But 1 out of 14, yeah, that really helps our third down conversion percentage. We were given, I think, 52% coming into this game. So that's going to leap us into the top of the SEC in a bunch of defensive categories, which is very good. Offensively, we fortunately got that screen pass right before half and hit the jump ball to Alshon. I guess that was our two big plays of the night. Screen pass and jump ball. But that's the way it was.
Steve, a lot of timeouts called tonight. Is it just miscommunication going on out there, or switching audibles, or what?
No, not really. Not really.
Coach, it seems like you can't catch a break as far as answering questions. Fans, media, they've all been saying Marcus is carrying too much. Marcus, tonight seemed like a perfect game for him to get a bunch of carries, and he didn't. Was that sort of a conscious decision?
He wasn't making a lot of yards when he was carrying.
So it was more of a conscious decision, or it wasn't because you were concerned about his health, in other words.
Oh no,
getting beat up.
He was
Slow of the game.
He did have 20 carries and just 1 touchdown. And he still averaged 3.8 on a tough night of nowhere to go. I mean, nowhere to go. They got the best of us up front. Got to say that. But all the penalties after some good gainers, and we had several good gainers, and here comes the flag. But anyway, as they say, it is what it is, and we'll try to get better somehow.
Coach, can you talk about the offense early in the first quarter? It just seemed like kind of a herky-jerky start for the offense.
Well, I thought it was a good start till we got down on the 20-yard line, and then it got herky-jerky. Yeah, it got herky-jerky there. But anyway, we'll try to regroup somewhat and try to simplify maybe a little bit and see if we can't help our guys. But I mean, this is not all on Steven either. We had a lot of penalties. Marcus even had 2 penalties tonight. You know that, Glenn? Got called for holding, and he got called for pushing the guy in the back. So it was a lot of penalties after some pretty good gainers. So anyway.
Coach, could you talk about that play that Melvin made where he scored, and just talk about that spot really sparked the team and get it going?
Yeah, I think we've already talked about that, haven't we? I see he made a nice fumble recovery, got his hands on it, made a beautiful dive after Antonio scooped it up and then fumbled it forward. It was a nice ricochet play for those 2 guys.
Why didn't Kenny Miles dress out?
Kenny's got the sprained wrist, so he was held out this game.
And on the second, I think it was Steven's second interception of the Alshon on the left side. Did Alshon turn the wrong way, or was that a bad throw?
Well, yeah, Alshon was a comeback route. Steven thought he was going to run a comeback, and somehow or another he drifted on down the field. Let the guy get on his outside. That was mainly on Alshon. He should have come back inside the guy. If the guy doesn't back up, you still got to stay in front of him. Yeah, that was. I think that was more on Alshon than Steven. That one throw right there.
Coach, any idea what the offense?
And actually, his last interception bounced right off Alshon. You know, he came in there and. You know, we try to say that, you know, if it looks bad, just go down with it. But, you know, he thought he could go in there and he bounced it off Alshon. I don't know if Alshon was ready or what. You know, if Alshon catches it, we'd all be saying, hey, Steven had a pretty good second half. So anyway, sometimes I guess it happens that way. But anyway, we're 4-0, and we're going to start getting ready for Auburn. We're going to enjoy this victory. We're not going to go in the jar. We're not going to point fingers at anybody. We're going to try to regroup, see if we can play better next week. We got everybody healthy. Trainer said nobody got hurt. So we're going to keep our positives up and see if we can get our guys play better. If we can get our defense keep playing like this, we won't have to score too many points. But it's a little discouraging at times that we're not executing any better and getting all those stupid penalties. That's really embarrassing there. So anyway, we'll get to practice field at 4-0. Get ready for Auburn next Saturday night or Saturday afternoon?
Saturday afternoon.
All right. Whenever we play them Saturday, okay?
In the afternoon.
All right. All right. See you guys.